Okay, thank you so much for joining. Let's talk today about money. That's what we're talking about. I was thinking about something while I was meditating, or something came across my mind as I meditated today, and it was about self-imposed limitations. You ready? Let's do this. It was about self-imposed limitations, and so many times we think that something outside of us or someone outside of us or our childhood um, is canceling our ability to be wealthy, canceling our ability to be successful, or hindering our ability to be wealthy and successful. And sometimes, many times, the background of it is causing us to have false beliefs. Notice I didn't say it is. I said many times those things are causing us to have false beliefs. So for instance, depending on who you hang around. So if you hang around broke people, and that's a virus in itself. But if you hang around broke people talk about being broke. So if you hang around broke people enough who talk about being broke, what happens is you'll start to allow yourself to believe some of the myths about money that's coming from broke people. If you've ever had the privilege or luxury or blessing, however you would like to look at it, I would say all three, to hang around with people who have had the I guess, ability and allowance to secure wealth and financial freedom, what ends up happening is they talk different. They speak about money different. They buy different. If you've never had the opportunity, go to lunch, dinner, breakfast with the store with a wealthy friend or a successful friend. What happens is they always pay. When I hang out with my friends who are also, and this is not just about the financial part, because the financial part follows the belief. But when you hang around people who are successful and wealthy, you end up saying, "No, I'll pay. No, I'll pay. No, I'll pay." So even down to that, like when you hang around with a bunch of broke people, and broke is a illness of the mind. You can go back to when we talked about this a few weeks ago. It's an illness of the mind. So when I feel very comfortable saying broke. A broke person is not broke because of their financial circumstances. They are broke because of their mind. Because you can live in the hood and have a financially abundant mindset. So a broke person is broke in the mind. So if you hang around broke people, you go out to eat with broke people, they counting down to the penny how much is owed. I know this because I used to be broke. And so I also could not afford to pay for you and for me. So I also understood that when I got money and when my mind started to change about money, what ended up happening is I can pay for you and I can pay for me, and I can feel very comfortably and feel not like I did you a favor, but like I allowed a blessing to overflow on you. So the whole mindset is different. It's not just now I got more money, but I believe I have more money because I'm willing to be more of a blessing. So a lot of times we think our limitation comes from our lack of financial abundance, comes from the fact that we don't have the financial freedom that we seek yet. And a lot of times it's the things that we are limiting or allowing to limit us from our environment and our circumstances. So something else, like I also am the CEO and the founder of a tax business. Sometimes I forget I'm on live. I go to touch my face. And so something we find sometimes is we'll quote a person our fees based on their tax situation. They'll say, "Oh, look, I'm gonna do it myself." I understand. I've been there. And what happens more often than not all the time, I would be lying if I said all the time. What happens more often than not is they mess them up. And then they come back to us the following year, and now they still have to pay us, and they have to pay some other fees, because now we have to do amendments, which are a little bit higher, especially if I haven't done your taxes before, and they have to pay for the current year, and now they have to fight it just becomes too much. And that is a limitation you impose on yourself. Let the expert do what the expert does. And something else people want to do when they have a broke mindset is they want to keep all the money that they make. They will overextend themselves in working and doing something because they want all of it to be theirs. When I have a few people that work for and with me, and what happens is I might be working on this. I might be doing this right now, imparting my knowledge to you, and I literally have someone that's in the tax office. I'm not in the tax office. I'm in my office right now, my consulting office. In the tax office, that's calling clients. That's working with clients. And so I also have some people that work virtually for me. And then what happens is I pay everybody and I pay myself, but there's more to go around than I could make on my own. And so many times that is a limitation. We think we don't have enough money to hire help or to pay people. We keep it all of ourselves. Something I realized even before I had more money is a lot of times, if you listen to people and watch people who have a broke mindset, not only is their mind closed, but you notice their hands are closed a lot of times, like figuratively, meaning that they're less likely to give. Like they won't give tips at restaurants. They don't like to give to certain situations. Their hands are often closed. What happens, and this is something I decided myself years ago, what happens when not only your mind is closed, but your hands are closed? You think that if I'm holding on to the money that I have, no one can get it. But something we don't think about when we set these limitations and we block our own financial freedom is if my hands are closed with the money that I have, then no additional monies can come in as well. So no other abundance can come in because it can't get in because your hands are closed. So when you open your mindset, you also start to shift and open your ability to receive. And so when seeking financial abundance and seeking financial freedom, you must learn to not only open your mind, but also have actions that are also open. You can't be closed off to the world and closed off to giving and closed off to helping and closed off to paying your taxes and closed off to paying for things that you need for yourself and think abundance is going to come in because you're closed off. Like your hands are closed, your mind is closed. So when shifting, I don't like to just tell you, look what you're doing. When shifting that. So if you say, oh, she's speaking to me, Lord Jesus. When shifting that, one of the things that I did very early on is start to live the life that I wanted to see myself in. So not fake it till you make it. I don't believe in that. What I believe in is when I had the broke mindset, I would go to the store with my hair wrapped. This is not judgment. This is me. This is what I did. I went to the store with my hair wrapped, little, like if I just need to run in the store real quick, I put on some mismatched clothes like I used to be real, we're not going to label it. But one day I realized, okay, so I want this certain type of life. And if I was in this certain type of life, how would I dress? Not I'm going to go buy all of this stuff that, that's going to break me even more so. But how would I dress? How would I want to show up in this life? Literally, I was in my 20s. Not to say I'm not in my 20s now. I'm just saying I was in my 20s. And so I made a determination. This was before I bought my house, before I started my first business, that I would start to dress for the life that I wanted to live. So that can mean whatever. And I had a post about this, and it had a little, people was like, well, what are you trying to say? I'll tell you. That doesn't mean you have to go out and shop at the most expensive boutiques. You can. You can if you can afford it and you've already started to release limits in your mind, because you can afford anything you want, but financially, are you there yet? This means that, you clean yourself up. You are presentable. You look like You are open and ready for the life that you desire. You look neat. Like, this is about grooming. This is not about spending all of your money. Now, I like a good, I just bought a leather jacket. Well, not just, but at the beginning of the winter, I bought a leather jacket. And I spent a pretty penny on it. But I really wanted this jacket. I looked for this jacket, a certain type of jacket, for a long time. Soft leather for the leather. Yes, I still wear leather. Just don't get me. The leather I wear out is not the one that is real leather. That way you don't have to throw paint on me. It's not real. It is. And so, just making sure that when you look at yourself in the mirror. I had a friend that said, well, if you're around the house, a lot of times you work from home and when I come over, you still dressed up. I said, because I don't get dressed up to go out. I get dressed up every day. As soon as I wake up, I groom myself. I make myself presentable. Because when I walk past a mirror, I don't want to be scared of what I see. So every habit that I have aligns with the belief that I have about my money. And that's what you need to ask yourself. Does every habit I have align with the beliefs that I have about money? And so that's one thing that I've imparted on many, many clients. It has shifted their money. The other one is hang around people who are getting money, who have a money mindset, who have an open, abundant mindset, because they talk different. Like, I had a friend that said, oh, girl, I'm doing all of this stuff and I'm going to be broke. I said, oh, we don't use those words around here. But if I was broke too, then I would say, yes, we all gonna be broke. we don't talk like that around here. So who you hang around with, and you can still have your old friends I'm not saying toss your friends, but either they will impact you or you will impact them. So you go get some new rich friends and then bring back the knowledge to the clique so all of y'all could get the money too. That's what we need to do more of as well. And then something else that I did that I heard about, but I didn't know how important it was, is go test drive the life that you want. So this includes the car, walking through open houses, certain stores, restaurants, spots. Even if you got to order a cup of coffee, go see and be in the life that you desire. So before I bought the car that I had now, I went and test drove the car. It was a different color. And I took a picture of it and forgot because I got so busy with my businesses and I was buying a new house and I knew you can't buy a car and a house at the same time. And a couple months later, my car had just said, no, I'm not doing this. I'm good. I'm tired. And I literally ended up in the exact same car, minus the color, that I test drove and forgot I test drove. And I was just flipping through my phone and I saw a picture of me in that car. So test drive, I have pictures of in certain neighborhoods, houses, like test drive the life that you want. And then, do a little membership. Like if you can't do full-fledged jump into the life, do some memberships. Like, do a membership to a different gym who may put you around different type of people. Like you can't keep doing the same things and having something different. So, do a membership like at a different gym, do a membership at a different spa, a membership at a different, community, somewhere that'll put you around people who are like-minded. Join a club. I have a membership on my website, book clubs, like all of those types of things. Get into groups with like-minded people. And those are the things that I would suggest that you really take on when shifting your mind, shifting your money, because they are interrelated. You really can't shift one without the other. You can't believe that you're always going to be broke and have money in abundance. Like what'll happen is you'll figure out a new way to spend it. You'll figure out a new way to be broke. I know a lot of people that make multi-six figures that are broke, poor. They live a lifestyle. You be like, where does your money go? And so these are the things that I would suggest. Like I said, Money Management Entrepreneurs has many of these ideas. There's membership groups and all kinds of great resources on my website, www.drsheiksquare.com. You can message me, see what's the best fit for you. But if you're really attempting to have new money, better mindset, whole life change, then it's time for you to do something different and invest in yourself. Any of these is an investment in yourself. Shifting your mind, shifting who you hang around, shifting what you attract, shifting your memberships is all going to help you move to different levels. You cannot, I didn't have this jacket when I was broke. I didn't have these glasses. And the funny thing is, when I was broke, I actually paid more for my glasses. And then I don't remember them looking this nice. So, I'm telling you. But that's what I wanted to talk about today. If you have any questions, I didn't see any questions on Insta or Facebook, you can, if I missed your question, you can DM me, message me. The course is available now, 40% off money management and entrepreneurs. I poured a lot into this. I put it all into this. I was super proud because I don't remember ever really, I remember giving, but now I can give more of my talents and my gifts. And that is what I did in this course, and the book and the audio and I wanted people to be able to have